back to another video. Back with the day in the lifestyle stuff because a lot of people in the comments said they wanted it. So just gonna be kind of documenting the journey. I got a bunch of sales calls, sales meetings, stuff like that today, so you guys can see what someone that does high ticket sales full time actually does on like the day-to-day basis. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys. I got a few sales calls in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna record those sales calls and hopefully you guys will learn a few small things.
Someone's doing great, and then
maybe we'll just post like the numbers and not the names.
I think it might be a little much because I already know everyone's going to want to apply to these jobs. I'm sure you can get your DMs in already.
Yeah.
I'll just have all their logs there, and then they can either text me or you about where the rating's at, what they need to improve on.
I go yesterday pretty good.
Today I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people.
I do too. Let me know if you need anything, but I'll see you then.
All right, cool, man.
All right, bye.
See ya.
All right, so that was a call with one of my coaches inside Paid and Fuller community. We recently just onboarded 39 plus opportunities. We've had so many people reach out looking for sales reps. There's such a demand for good sales reps, not just sales reps, but good trained sales reps. So we've compiled 39 different business owners doing 100K plus a month that need setters and closers, and we put that in our Discord pretty much. And yeah, we're just training everyone up, make sure they're at least a 7 out of 10 on a rating so they can actually apply for those offers. 10K a month OT position. Biggest podcast growth offer, another position. 8K closer, 4K setter position for real estate coaching. So yeah, this is something I've wanted to talk about for a while, and I post it on my story sometimes, but 90% of the gurus talking about high ticket sales are just trying to sell you sales training, which is good. Sales training is obviously a super important thing. You have to know sales training before you get into anything, but they talk about sales training like it's the end all be all. And like if you have sales training, you're going to make 10 to 20K a month, but that's just not the case. You not only need sales training, but you also need good opportunities. If you don't have good opportunities, you're never going to make money. It's just not going to happen because there's no leads to come in. I talked about this a bit in my last video as well. I kind of broke it down in a Miro. Job opportunities are 10 times more important than intensive sales training. And I'll say that till the day I die. I know I get so much hate for saying that already. Like people are like, what are you talking about, this and that? But this is just from my personal experience because I was making 10 to 15K a month from multiple offers because of the lead flow, because of the authority of the offers, and because of the overall organic traffic. If you have an offer with really good organic traffic and you're well-spoken and you're coachable and you have a good script, you don't really need to do 50,000 mock calls. You don't really need to do 50,000 hours of sales training. You just need to get on the offer and start to be coachable. Just get better every single day on the call. You're going to have a sales manager on whatever offer you're on, so they're going to help you out regardless. The most successful students I've seen so far and people get into this industry and stay in this industry is the people that they just move. They get on an offer, they implement as they go, and they don't stop moving. They don't have any analysis paralysis. They just keep getting onto offers. They keep getting better every single day. They do a bunch of dials, and even if they're uncomfortable or they don't feel comfortable doing dials, they just go through it anyway and do it. But we're already up $1,000. As y'all can see right there, we're already good for $1,000 today. For one of our sales agency deals. It is 1 o'clock right now. I'm gonna be working here till like 5 or 6, and then hopefully we're gonna make a few $1,000. A lot of these are through text recently, to be honest, just because a lot of the times these people are just ready to buy by the time they text me. They see my reputation, they see the results we get, they see the offers we have on the table. So it's kind of a no-brainer for them to join. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna hop on a few calls and then let's make some money. All right, so I had to move to one of these like soundproof boxes to take calls. But yeah, everybody wants to glorify this business model. They say it's something that it's definitely not. You should not be getting into this business model to do it for the rest of your life. You can do that, but you should really just be doing it to learn the skill sets, learn how businesses move, learn how businesses run. Pretty much just get all the skill sets you need to start your own business in the future. And then when you get an opportunity to do so, just capitalize on that. That's what majority of successful people have done in this business. Luke Alexander, one of like the OGs in the space that does sales, he dropped a video talking about like, it pretty much breaks down how your process should go. It's the same exact thing that I've done. And I've seen a lot of people do to get into the space. Sales is rough. You're going to burn out. You're going to get in points where you don't want to do it anymore, where you're taking 8 calls a day. You're making a ton of money, but it's just like, it's getting rough. Leads, sometimes the leads are shitty. Sometimes the business owner doesn't run it the right way. Sometimes it gets rough. So that's why you should just take the skill sets that you learn to implement into a business in the future. So with that being said, when you guys are getting into this industry, you have to get into it with a different mindset. You should not be getting into this industry to try to make the most amount of money. Like you can make a ton of money doing this, but it's not long-term money. It's all quick money. It's all commission money. The second that you're done with an offer, you're making no more money. You have no equity. You have no recurring revenue. Really just eating what you kill every single day, which at the end of the day is not a smart way to get rich. You should try to become a sales rep for a business that you kind of want to start in the future, if that makes sense. So if you want to get into AI automation, become an appointment setter for an AI automation offer, move to a closer, understand how they work their back end, how they do fulfillment, learn everything about the industry so that you can eventually start that on your own. The reason that you got into online business is because you want to make money. You want to get rich. You want long-term wealth. And that's the way to do it. I don't think any other job in the world besides being a sales rep for a company that you want to eventually own, I don't think there's any better way to do it. If you guys are confused about where to start in this industry, start by figuring out what you like. Do you like fitness? Do you want to become a fitness influencer? Start becoming an appointment setter for the biggest fitness influencer you can find. If you guys don't know how to find those fitness influencers, look at communities, look at groups. I have 39 opportunities with multiple different fitness influencers that you guys are very well aware of. I help manage their sales teams. I help hire reps for them. So you have to connect with people. Your network is the biggest thing. So if you guys can get into opportunities like that, you're not only going to learn the business model, you're going to understand fulfillment, marketing. It's a no-brainer. But yeah, it's definitely not all sunshine and rainbows. Shit in every business. That's what everybody says. So if you want to do drop shipping, there's going to be shit in it. There's going to be months where you make no money, months where you make $100,000. So in every single business, you just have to stick with it and understand what you want long term. Because I think 97% of people, they just move and they don't really know what they want. Like a lot of people, they get into high ticket sales, they end up quitting because they're just like, well, dude, I didn't sign up for this to do calls. I don't even want to call people. Like I don't want to work for commissions. Like I want a base salary. But they don't understand that that's not the reason that they're supposed to be getting into this. They have to get into this to eventually learn how business works, to start a business in the future. They don't have to get into it to do this for the rest of their life. It's like, I think that anything you do in this life should be with the thought of, how is it going to help me 5 years down the line? Every single thing. So if you go to work at a restaurant as a server, the only reason you should ever work at a restaurant is if you want to own a restaurant in the future, right? It wouldn't make sense otherwise. The only reason you should go to college is because you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. The only reason that you should get into sales is because you want to eventually own the business that you're being a sales rep for. That only makes sense. I think a lot of people, they act out of desperateness. They like need money quickly, so they just get into something that they don't actually want to do. And that's probably the worst thing you can possibly do, because they're going to give you just enough money to be safe. I just recommend, before you guys just jump onto any offer that you can find, just do 50 outreaches. Do it with intent. Become valuable and do it with some sort of intent that you can be long-term with it, if that makes sense. When I was outreaching to be a sales rep for companies, I only outreached to people that I wanted to work with, wanted to work for, and wanted to be like in the future. That's exactly what I did. And I was able to replicate it pretty quickly. I went from a setter to a closer to a growth operator to a placement agency, straight down the line. You can't really do shortcuts because you won't really understand how the system works. Yeah, take it slow, but not too slow. Work with speed, understand what you want. Before you make any big moves, just map out what you actually want to do 5 years in the future. If I'm 21 right now, when I'm 26, I want to own a successful business that's doing hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in an industry online. That's it. That's my goal. I'm not going to be too specific with it. That's the only goal that I want. So I'm slowly working towards that. I knew that the best way to do that was by starting as an appointment setter for a company that was making a lot of money, ran by young kids. That's it. I'm not going to work for a solar company. I'm not going to do roofing because I do not give a single fuck about that. I want to work for something that I actually like to talk about, people that I can talk to that's similar to my age range, be surrounded by people that are actually doing the same stuff as me. Yeah, it's literally never been easier. I don't think it's ever been easier to make that happen. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. I'll literally put screenshots of kids that are 17 to 18 to 20 years old that had zero sales experience that got on an offer first week working for like huge influencers that you guys probably look up to every single day. I'll literally put like 50 of them on the screen right now. It is literally that easy. You just have to be connected to a good network. You're never going to DM outreach your way to Iman Ghazi's offer. Like you could, but it's just probably not going to happen most likely because this industry is starting to get like shiny object syndrome. So there's probably a lot of kids just doing outreach all day long. So you have to be smart with it. Join communities, join sales communities. If you guys want guaranteed offers, I have a placement program down below. Guaranteed offers as long as you guys are willing to train. And demand in this industry is so off right now. There's way too much demand and not enough supply for good, talented sales reps. Good, talented, US-based, well-spoken sales reps that are coachable. So if you guys fit that category and you're not making moves, I really don't know what to tell you. What's up, brother? Good. How you doing?
It's basically all referrals and network at this point.
You charge them retainer or no?
There's no charge. I probably will look into it down the line.
Oh, all right, yeah. Let me sign this contract, and I'm good for the 2K one.
So the contract basically just outlines the price, what the deliverables look like. Obviously, if you're just going to do the 2K, it's
all right. I just sent it.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, bro. I'll talk to you soon, dude.
Absolutely, brother. I appreciate it.
I'm probably the easiest sell in the world. If I hop on a call, I'm 100% buying. I just bought a little mentorship / agency to kind of help out my business a little bit. Me personally, and when it comes to my business, anything like that, I'll put any amount of money in. I don't care. You could have charged me $10,000. I would have paid it right there. Please always buy how you sell. If you're going to sell $4,000 packages, you better be willing to put $4,000 into some sort of mentorship or something. But about to onboard a setter for one of the offers I manage, and then I should be pretty much done for the day, but I'll update you guys in a little bit.
No, I don't have to pay $50 a day to sit in a cubicle and work, but
it just motivates me. It's just better. I surround myself with business owners. It's 10 times better. If you guys don't go to WeWork, you probably should look into it. I finished up majority of stuff for today, so I'll leave this office for a little bit, get lunch with one of my buddies, and then yeah, after that, I'm probably gonna come back in, lock in for 3 more hours. I have a group call with some of my students inside my Discord. Just have to check in, make sure everyone's hitting KPIs, and then some money. That's about it. But if you guys actually wanna lock in, check out like these WeWorks. If you're like me, I cannot work from my house all day. This is probably the greatest city in America. It's called Charleston. No doubt about it. I've literally been everywhere, and this doesn't even compare, but I've seen a lot of online money guys come here recently, and it's funny because I grew up here my whole life and no one ever talked about it. Once one person visits, everybody wants to come here now. Every time I look at my car, I kind of want to wrap it. What color should I wrap it? I want to wrap it like red. Is that insane? If I wrap it like a matte red, is that crazy? But I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I kind of want to wrap it something. It would match the interior too. Like, I'm going to wrap it red. I don't know if that's insane, but I just don't like the white. I feel like the white's like a mom car vibe, but we'll see.
I'm gonna be off at like 10:30 tonight, and then I should have some time between work tomorrow if you're gonna set up the website and stuff.
The script generally makes sense though.
Yeah, no, the script makes fine sense.
I called my buddy. I'm prepping him for one of our offers. You can tell he's been working really hard. He probably put like minimal effort in actually learning the script, but that's more than 97% of people actually do as far as effort. As long as you guys hit a few points as a setter, it's not that hard to do. You literally just have to qualify them financially, make sure they're motivated, make sure they show up to the call, and then it's pretty much cake. Very simple job position, but it's not overlooked. You can't overlook it because it's like the backbone of the entire sales process. Make sure your setters are dialed, make sure they have a good script, and you're gonna make a lot of money. Something I've also noticed a little bit about this industry is the barrier to entry is so low, which means there's so many people that don't actually give an effort about this industry. So if you treat this like a full-time job, you actually do your homework, like my buddy I was just on the phone with, you're going to run over the competition. It's insane. Like 90% of people, they do this as a part-time, they work a job full-time, they don't really care about it, they don't make from it, so they don't think it's real. So if you can treat this like a full-time job and actually get into high-ticket sales, you're gonna run over everybody else.
Paul's pretty good so far. When you ask him and he says, yeah, I've been doing these workouts, you ask what he needs the most help with, he mentions his workouts. And then be like, okay, so what are you noticing with your current workouts that's causing you to feel like maybe you're missing out on gains or haven't gotten the results that you wanted to see yet? You see, now we're getting more specific into what he's doing right now. So he said his workouts isn't working and he's been doing it for a long time. So he probably has a good idea of what's going on with the workouts that isn't working out for him. So let's ask what he needs to improve on, and then let's ask the noticing question. What are you noticing with your current structure in terms of your workouts that's like causing you to maybe not get the results that you wanted to see? You see? So try out that question, and then when he gets into it, he says, oh, I'm noticing that I'm not working out the right stuff for XYZ. Then we're asking how long he's been using that for, what caused him to do it that way, has he gotten the results, the probing questions.
Just wrapped up a coaching call with our group and one of our coaches. He's been training them pretty intensely. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time to get super good at it, but as long as you do reps over and over, it's not that hard to get better quickly. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this vlog. Hopefully you guys learned something today. If you did, drop in the comments. If you guys want guaranteed job opportunities, I'll also have a link to apply to that down below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in a few days.